just thinking. Oh, record locally. All right. So first of all, straight off the bat, right off the bat, this is not the version that will be going on YouTube, and I'm sorry for the quality, and I hope you guys can hear me. Y'all yell if you can hear me. Of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, hey, there's no difference for you. It's literally the same. It's so many people's first time watching the stream, and I feel so very, very bad. I feel so bad that this is your first stream and it looks like this. I am so sorry. Doodles is behind the phone. Hold on, I can do you want to be seen?
Sure.
Alright, there's Doodles. There's Doodles. And there's Hiveswap Friendsim. Okay. And I'm off to the side. And we're in a hotel. And there's going to be more people joining. Probably Britt and Knox and maybe Victoria. I don't know. So yeah, it's going to be fun. I hope. As long as you can hear me. How many? Like 3 or 4. It won't get too wild. Please play the clown voice second. Yeah, no, I probably will. Hold on, I'm wearing a lei, by the way. It's a long story. We went to Ninja Brian's luau, which I would show on stream, but I gotta remember that you guys aren't seeing Friendsim. The luau was fun, and if you follow my Twitter and my Tumblr, there will be plenty of pictures, and I'll upload videos later. Britt got picked to go up on stage and do a thing with Ninja Brian that was very disgusting and involved mayonnaise. So that's fun. We'll see that later. But let's go ahead and start the game, shall we? I just realized it's gonna be kind of weird. It's a weird setup. I'm over here. See, I'm over here. This is where the laptop is. We're in a hotel room. I took the TV off the wall, put it right here. Doodles is watching from the bed. And here we are. Yeah, it's a very, very interesting event. You're doing your best. I am doing my best is the thing. But yeah, let's get started, shall we? Let's see. I'm gonna try to be a little quieter because I'm not sure who's trying to sleep. Volume 14, Cleanliness in Clownliness. Fitting. All right, I did just rip that sucker from. All right. So yeah, there'll be people coming in every now and often. Doodles, check in. Is that a thing people say?
It is now.
Anyways, this is a dark world. Both because it's night and because of this brutal struggle for survival among its polyhemocratic inhabitants, many of whom seem to thrive on havoc and carnage. You'd be interested to see the Michelle Guide entry for Alternia. Michelle? Did I say Michelle Guide?
Yeah.
Good start. You're convinced that after a day here, Ayn Rand would sign up with Little Sisters of the Poor, Genghis Khan and Attila the Hun would join the Quakers, and Adolf Hitler would seek membership in a World Peace Council. Good Hitler name drop right off the bat. Godwin's Law alert. Feeling a little dramatic tonight. Holy fuck! Why is he so tiny?
He's cute.
Why is he so tiny, guys? Holy shit. I will play him second, but Alright, I'm gonna do Marsty first. Okay. See, now volume is I don't know if can you guys hear the music? Okay, you can hear the music. Sorry guys. I'm sorry. Sorry about the professionalism of this stream. I'm actually gonna turn it down a little bit. Alright. Despite a certain sense of pervading existential gloom that you haven't managed to shake even after communing with a possible oracle/secret agent, you're feeling pretty alright. No more brooding in your cliffside apartment. You have a fresh thirst for this evening. A thirst for friendship, Doodles.
Friendship.
Friendship.
Rock
You're,
and roll best friends?
Rock and roll best friends. Rock and roll we must. You're wandering around in a neighborhood you haven't seen in a while. Just a few blocks from where you crash landed. Oh shit. We're going back to the ship. We're going home. So this is the last Friendsim stream, guys. Maybe you'll go pay a visit to the crash site of your ship, even though it's been long stripped for parts by a local population. Oh my god. Hi, Florentine. Or maybe you'll try to find Diamond and say hi, though you're pretty sure he's still living in the nomadic shrubbery lifestyle. You're just here for the nostalgia. Honestly, Malay's who? You hardly know her. Just then, from across the street, echoes two voices raised in argument. Oh. Well, one is soft and murmuring. Thank you for the follow. You guys can't see it just yet, but you'll get the payoff for that later. One is soft and murmuring, and one is loud and honking. A rust-blood girl and a purple-blooded guy are squared off in front of a patch of graffiti that blooms over the bricks like moss. The girl appears to be in the process of scrubbing it away. There's a mop bucket and a collection of sponges next to her. And I told you this shit is sacred motherfucking iconography, the purple-blood is saying. So fuck the hell off, little red dumpling. The rust-blood says something back that makes him laugh. The sacred iconography appears to be a collection of swear words and a couple colorful renderings of certain sections of troll anatomy. Including troll dicks. Guys, quality chat conversation. Do trolls have... No, I'm kidding. Don't start this again. No, we're not starting this again. You have not yet had the chance to explore. Time to bulge cannon. Someone just... The girl with the bucket wrings her sponge out and stares the clown down. See, this is me usually when I'm streaming this game. Just bouncing up and down. Because I'm very nervous. Well, you assume she's staring him down. She's wearing big round goggles to match the bright rubber gloves pulled all the way up to her elbows. Despite the mop bucket... I'm starting to think maybe I should shut that off. Or at least turn it down. Hold on. It's kind of an issue during this particular stream, so I'm going to turn that notification down a bit. Despite the mop bucket, she looks more like a scientist from a B-grade horror movie than a janitor. Come on. Purple Blood doesn't have any visible weapons on him, but that doesn't make him look any less dangerous. And unless the girl has a blade in that mop handle, she's totally defenseless. You face this precise scenario more than once, but it doesn't get any easier. No matter how much self-confidence you earn or hardships you endure, life or death friendship decisions don't get any easier. Doodles?
Do you want to go to dinner first, or do we want to...
I'm gonna let you pick. I don't know. I'm not even gonna look at them. You pick.
Okay, I'm gonna say mind your own business, so it crashes and burns.
Okay. You want to get the crash and burn ending first? Okay. Listen, you aren't the goddamn alien special forces. You aren't the friendship police. You can't afford to insert yourself into the middle of every single altercation in hopes that the drunken gamble of destiny will offer up a new and greater connections to your sore, tired ass. Pop Team Epic in the background. Wait, how do you see Pop? Oh, yeah! Yeah, you can see my desktop a little bit. Yeah, hold on. I'll let you guys see my desktop. There you go. By the way, sorry about that Samsung thing that pops up every now and again. That's out of my control. You aren't made of goodwill alone. Everyone needs breaks, man. You march casually by, hands behind your back. If you knew how to whistle, you would. Nothing to see here, folks. Feet smack on the ground behind you, and the girl runs by, surprisingly spry in the rubber boots. Not spry enough, apparently, because the high blood is hot on her heels. Nope, not helping. Definitely not. Don't get involved. Don't get involved. You already made your choice. You are not getting involved. At the last moment, you stick out one of your famous legs, and the clown goes flying. He hits the pavement hard, nose first. Son of a bitch. There you went and got involved. The high blood might be kissing concrete, but he won't be for very long. It's tough to kill a clown. You take this opportunity to get the fuck out. Damn, you don't know anybody around here. Maybe you could run back to your stolen vehicle before it... Hands grabbed you by the back of the hoodie. Doodles, you didn't pick the instant death ending.
I didn't.
You didn't. I think you picked the keep going ending.
Oh well.
Oh well. Doodles unintentionally got us fast. Hands grab you by the back of the hoodie, hauling you around the corner into the shadows of the alleyway. Shit. Clown must have friends. Those friends must have circled around behind you. You open your mouth to scream. Not because you think anyone is going to help you, but just because you might as well. You can't go out fighting. You might as well go out making as much noise as possible and being as obnoxious as possible. A rubber-gloved hand slaps over your mouth before you get out more than a squeak. You taste soap. Oh, hello. I don't know what voice I'm going to do for her. The problem is they wouldn't be able to hear you on the YouTube. Yeah, you know, fuck it, voice it.
Here, I'll get closer.
No, it's fine. No, yeah, you know, pull up a seat. Pull up that seat. Voice Marsty. Doodles is gonna voice Marsty. This is the first. Oh.
Yes, speaker.
Yeah, the guest speaker. You good? Doodles is gonna pull up a seat. Damn it, Ryan. It's 12. I know. No, it's not even. It's 1:30. Are you all right?
Yeah?
Okay. All right. There we go. Good.
Okay.
All right. Here, why don't you wear them? Because I'm loud enough on my own
Okay.
to read the narration.
Alright. Chill. Stop struggling.
It's the Rustblood girl. She's taken the time you bought her and cashed it in to take refuge in an alleyway. The two of you hold still as the purple blood storms by, stomping and cursing and bleeding from the gash across his forehead. Ha! You did that. Your leg did that. You will never get over the rush you receive from doing something cool and competent. Marsty holds on to you until the sound of his footsteps fade. You feel her heartbeat hammering against your back. She lets you go and slides away to the other side of the alley, as if in apology for being so close to you before. Her boots squeak. Oh, this is SpongeBob. Where's the SpongeBob clip? You thank her for helping. You're both just all about helping, apparently. You decide not to mention the part where you tried very hard not to get involved.
Yeah. You didn't have to do that. Actually, you shouldn't have. I'm perfectly capable of tripping my own clowns.
Hold on, everyone. Hold on. Much better. You tell her that you have no doubt that's true. Even if she doesn't have a sword in her mop handle, she seems to have a perfectly good pair of legs. How you... Okay, Mr. M29, you're like predicting our entire life, because we were talking about Don't Stand So Close to Me earlier. That's scary. And you mentioned Patrick Stewart. Oh my god, that's scary. Mentioning her mop appears to remind her that she left all of her cleaning equipment out on the street. She takes a furtive glance back down the way the guy had gone, then heads back towards the graffiti. You scamper to keep up.
You shouldn't be out alone in a place like this. Not that I can really summon much gumption to care beyond this one walk down the street.
Good read.
But did you come here to die?
Yes.
Because that's what's going to happen if you keep this shit up. What's your deal?
You don't know about your deal. You've worked really hard not to... Are you comfortable, by the way? You just like... You guys can't see how Doodles is sitting, but... Alright, just making sure. You've worked really hard not to consider your deal at all, because the existential radio static that prickles at the bases of your neck when you think about your deal is astoundingly unpleasant. Tempting to change the subject, you ask her if maybe she shouldn't get out of... Maybe she shouldn't get out of here while she has the chance. Is that bucket really that important to her? Marsky looks at you with the... He said bucket.
Yeah.
He said bucket. That's the Homestuck thing, Doodles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I was hoping you wouldn't notice. I was
Damn
hoping the chat wouldn't notice.
Damn it. Yeah, well. Marcy looks at you with a certain eyebrow raise that you're well accustomed to by now. Oh shit. You just put your foot in the gear culture-wise. You wish you could find a book with a something, with a crash course on Alternia, or at least a decent Wikipedia article. But it's not like there's any helpful Earth Guide for Idiots, with least you've never heard of one. Besides, things are different depending where you are on Earth, geographically. You imagine it's the same for Alternia. You feel positively nauseated at the idea of having to learn a whole new set of societal norms. You just have to stay in this particular city. Thank you very much.
Do I care about my bucket? That's kind of a weird way to phrase it. I care about it as much as the next person who doesn't want to get cold. Also, what is that word?
Scoured rays.
Also, scoured rays don't grow on the coniferous fauna.
This is hussy. This is like some hussy shit all of a sudden. She tosses the discarded sponges back into the bucket. You bend down to help, but she stops you with a sardonic glance. Most of her glances are sardonic, but this one especially so. She goes back to work on the graffiti.
If you're gonna hang out, you can make yourself less useless. Watch and make sure that high blood doesn't come back.
Oh yeah, for sure. You can totally do that. Of course, you won't be able to actually do anything if he comes back. Where's Ramel when you need her? Where's Ramel? Maybe you could use your own limp corpse to slow the clown down. Not that you know Marcy well enough yet to love the idea of sacrificing yourself for her. Man, character development is great. Not immediately going to your death is great. That thought sends a creeping wash of anxiety along your spine. You don't understand it, so you try to distract yourself. You ask Marcy if she just cleans graffiti or if she has other jobs. Okay, well, maybe not jobs. You know nobody on Alternia has an actual job. I just realized that. There we go.
You can't really see it. It's too dark.
Damn it. Alright, fine. Put it on her. See, this is real life stream editing, guys. This is what it's like when I hop into XSplit and edit an image, except I'm doing it physically. There you go. Perfect.
Whatever I'm feeling, mostly. Today I was feeling getting rid of this incredibly ugly piece of shit drawing. Tomorrow I might be feeling dirty front doormats. Depends on my mood.
Yeah, you def get that. You are also a person of mercurial moods. What am I doing? Okay. I don't know if you guys can't see this, but there's like garbage all over the table that Brit bought me. Like all like fucking Chuck E. Cheese gifts. Do you seek out new friends tonight? Or do you go to one of your standby pals? Sometimes the universe just sweeps in and decides for you.
Yeah, well, you are extremely weird and focused on weird shit. But also kind of magnetic at the same time. It's freaking me out.
It's not exactly Chuck E. Cheese stuff, but it's like, Brett works at a redemption place at a pizza place. It's not a Chuck E. Cheese stuff. Wow, thank you. Marcy dunks her sponge back into her bucket, or scour tray. Right, that's what it is. Buckets are dirty.
The drones don't make it down here very often, so there's a lot of shit to scrub.
You tell her it's cool that she likes cleaning so much. Where you're from, physical labor is considered morally virtuous. Why? But also kind of locked down on? Fuck. Maybe you should use an Earth cultural handbook for your own damn self.
Who said anything about liking it? Who made the rule that I can only do what I like?
She's unmuted, right? Okay, good. Gotta keep an eye on that. See, this is what happens during the stream. I check my button like every 5 minutes to make sure I haven't muted myself. She slams the sponge down hard into the scour tray, getting water down the front of her apron.
This is just what I do. What, do you like wandering around in someone else's hoodie? Accosting strangers?
Kind of. Sometimes. You didn't choose the friend life. The friend life chose you. But Marcy isn't a stranger in a strange world like you are. She's got horns and gray skin and everything. Realize she's a rusty, but come on.
Oh yeah. How many burgundies do you know exactly?
Well, one. He's interested in, meat. But he's pretty enthusiastic about it. One might say over-enthusiastic.
You think I'm not enthusiastic?
She scrubs harder to show you just how enthusiastic she can be. A delicate calligraphy-based rendering of the word globe gobbler disappears beneath her soapy hands. Okay, maybe Diamond is not the greatest example of someone enjoying their hobbies in a healthy, natural way, but you know plenty of other low-bloods with cool hobbies. Skaya, Chixie, and Saraba.
Am I supposed to know who those idiots are? Not all lowbloods know each other.
Oh man, that is not what you meant at all.
I'm not gonna explain my life story to some random alien.
This is cultural appropriation, the volume.
Are you gonna help or not?
Okay, well, oh well. You thought you were supposed to be keeping an eye out for clowns?
Yeah, well, instead you're asking me invasive questions. So now help me scrub.
Despite the mixed signals, you pick up a sponge and start cleaning. This is actually a lot harder work than it looks like. Your back and shoulders begin to ache immediately. If Marcy does this every day, she must be ripped under that jacket. Oh, fuck yeah! Oh, it's swole! Draw me some swole, Marcy. No. Nothing sexual. She stops talking to you and just cleans alongside her, worried that you're royally screwing this up. You don't know how to fix it. Graffiti is quickly disappearing between your combined efforts. Why are you guys so in love with her? You're not sure how much longer she's gonna put up with you after that. You've gotta pull out the big friendship guns, and fast. You ask in your characteristically smooth style, what's she doing after this? Any plans? Just hypothetically.
Who knows? Probably I'll just look for more shit to clean.
Well, it just so happens you know a lot of dirty places, just exceptionally filthy.
Oh yeah? Where?
Alright. Where are we going, Doodles?
Uptown.
Uptown girls.
She living in an uptown world.
Alright. It just so happens that you have connections. Uptown girls. God damn it. And boys, you ask Marcy how she'd like to clean a mansion.
I guess that could be cool. What are you thinking?
Don't go to Zebra, please. Oh, the shitty car again. Well, first of all, you want to bring your new friend to your swank stolen car. Everyone seems
Clean up his act.
Marcy doesn't seem that interested, although she does comment that she's never been in the scuttle buggy. She begins picking up the crumbs from your back seat. Tell her she doesn't have to clean up after you.
Bold of you to assume I'm doing it for you.
Bold of you to assume. Wow, memes. You shrug. You've come to accept some of your friends are just fundamentally difficult to understand. Some days you really think you're beginning to get it. Next you remember that alien isn't just your immigration status. Marcy stares out of the window as this is how close I have to get to it. Doesn't even help when that pops up. Damn it. Marcy stares at the window as the houses get bigger and grander. The car passes beneath an archway and a light sweeps over the two of you. Marcy stiffens. You can tell her not to worry. It's just a sense to discern. Okay, sorry. Just a sense to discern your blood color. Malik gave you a plug-in to scramble it. No stress.
Must be nice to have friends in high places.
Oh yeah, we all love Malik. You and Marcy. You ask Marcy where she lives. Trash.
Wherever I feel like.
Hold on, I'm gonna do some more real-time editing. You guys ready?
Most important part of our routine. What are you doing, man?
Yeah, that's my character. I'm the trash man.
First, I eat the garbage.
Depends.
She's just like Diamond. Her hive was destroyed, or possibly up a tree like Boulder. Although it's possible she was just fucking with you.
I wish you stop comparing me to people that like I should know what you're talking about. And no, my hive is fine. It just gets boring cleaning the same fucking building over and over again.
Everyone, what do you think her Lucis is? You get how that could be cool, going from place to place, like Diamond goes looking for meat, and Connell and Asdaja look for people to kill. Everyone here seems to be weirdly obsessive and hyper-fixated. Yes, like all of us. garbage can. A garbage can. Anteater. Anteater's pretty good. I was gonna say one of those dogs with like the big moppy fur. Maybe that's what happens when you bring a bunch of kids in a robot-regulated world where only rule is that you don't get cold. And by the way, some of you are inherently inferior. Have fun. As you get closer to zebra...
No.
Nope. Uh-huh.
Stream's over.
Stream's over.
Stream's
Bye,
over.
guys. Bye, guys. Alright, have fun. Nope, it's over. Goodbye. Goodbye. Stream's over. Imagine if Knox walked in right when we were talking to Zebra. I think Knox would walk right out of the room.
Yeah.
You don't meet Zebra. Oh. Yeah, why does he always want to go to Zebra's? Alright, as you get closer to Zebra's hive, you begin to get chilly, strep pods. What if he tries to make Marcy go into one of his guests? He has that weird thing for low bloods. You figure she'll be safe if she's with you, but... Strong Marcy. Is that actually a Strong Marcy? Hold on. I think it is. Oh! It's good. I like that art. Thank you. Amicia needs cleaning. We aren't always the best at making good decisions when you have more than one friend to deal with at once. The sight of Zebra's Lucis glaring at you from the upstairs window clinches it. You can't take another condescending stare from Zebra Dad. I almost forgot what his fucking Lucis was.
Where are we going? I hope you weren't talking about this pathetic mess on the sea. Barely worth my time.
You can make a better mess, you swear.
Ugh, no.
It's eBay. It's an eBay image.
I don't want a staged mess.
Fuck. Okay. Who do you know who is kind of a slob, but also not a total piece of shit? L-word.
I don't know which one that is.
Oh, what? Are we going to Malik's? Oh my god, are we going to Malik's? I don't even remember Malik's voice. It's only been like 2 weeks. Goat Dad lets you in with a hysterically happy bleat. Aw, missed you too, Goat Dad. Marcy weathers his snuffing and nuzzles. And when he tries to eat one of her rubber gloves, she scratches him from behind the ears as a distraction. She gently removes the glove from his mouth.
I need these, actually.
I almost forgot. I wasn't reading.
That's alright.
You call the Gallic, but he doesn't respond. Maybe he's out. That's it. I don't trust that. The coffee pot is half full, but it's cold. Goat Dad bleats and butts you gently. Aw, poor guy. Are you lonely? Has Gallic been neglecting you now that he has a hate boyfriend? Confirmed, guys. Marcy is a little more uncomfortable here than she had been in your car, but when she catches sight of Gallic's study, all of that sloughs off. I never know that word. Sloughs off. Slough. It's even more of a mess than it had been last time you were here, when he's been trying to impress you with the intellectual clutter. She gets down to work immediately, stacking books alphabetically and sorting papers into piles by subject. You know Gallic is an A-type personality who will probably go briefly ballistic at the knowledge of someone who just messed with his stuff, but Marcy is just so organized and thorough. You feel sort of weird about just standing here and watching her clean, so you gather up all the used dishes and bring them into the kitchen. When you're done with that, you figure you'll just try to be entertaining. You ask her if she's seen any movies recently, since you've made friends with ZBD and started hanging out with Tagiri's anime club. Oh, Jesus. You've been exposed to multiple cultural touchstones.
Yeah, I don't really watch much TV. Don't worry, I don't need to be entertained.
Only clean. She kneels down to start dusting beneath the couch.
I know you think I'm basic, and that's fine.
You're basic.
I don't really give a shit what anyone thinks, let alone a condescending alien with no blood color to speak of.
You're basic. Yikes.
So if you wouldn't mind...
Crunch, crunch, crunch. Oh. Oh no. Crunch, crunch, crunch. What? What is this?
What the hell is that noise?
Oh no. Oh no, is GoDad eating papers? Oh no! And there you go again, getting swept up in the friendship endeavor and totally beefing it. Forgot about GoDad's propensity for nomming on anything with...
Nomming. Nom 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 nom.
Yeah,
nom
no.
nom nom
No,
nom nom nom
thanks.
nom 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 nom
Thanks,
nom
I
nom nom.
definitely remember 2008. Forgot about GoDad's propensity for nomming on anything within reach. He spent the last 10 minutes happily munching on several leather-bound notebooks. I'll be right there. Oh my god. I'm gonna end all of them. Oh my god. There are people sleeping, alright? Oh my god. Yeah, there are. It's 1:48 a.m.
Not in this room.
Okay, everyone say hi to the stream.
Hi. Hey. Hello.
Alright, so we're trying to be mostly quiet because people are trying to sleep, I'm sure. By the way, nobody has any problem with this. Nobody's complained once about this situation. They're all like, you're trying your best. Alright, so welcome guys. Doodlez is actually playing this character because I couldn't think of a voice fast enough. Yeah, so this is now we have Nox,
Hello.
Victoria,
Hey.
and Britt, of course.
Hello.
And Doodlez is still Marsty.
Hello.
Yeah. Okay, so this is Marsty, everyone. She's a janitor, kind of. And we're in Gallic's house.
I can tell. I see the goat. Yes.
Gallic's experimental word rumpuses. Fuck, he loves those. He's gonna murder you. Why are you like half standing in your seat now?
I don't know.
The farther the mic gets away from me, the worse. Don't forget.
Knox real.
Nox.
Thank you.
Nox real. Is that another strong Marsty? Yes, great.
Bitch.
Quality. Quality Marsty right there. Good shit. Alright. Oops. It's best Western EP. To smooth another layer onto this farce, the front door creaks open and Gallic's voice rings out, calling to GoDad, who lets out an excited bleat and scampers off, chowing little white scraps. Marsty looks from you to the front of the house and down the paper trail. Then she's out of the window and off down the hill, because though basic she may be, she's no idiot. Scamper.
Oh.
I had Doodlez pick this ending. Good job. Doodlez got the bad ending first.
Yay. Yay.
Yay, that means you guys get to watch the good ending. I haven't done Clown Boy yet. Wait until you see a fucking small Clown Boy. You're still standing.
I'm standing close to you.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine.
You gotta speak into the mic,
God,
Ryan.
No.
You gotta speak into
No,
the mic,
I'm
Ryan.
not doing Ninja Brian. Get out of here.
A canonically small clown boy?
Yeah, it's
My
tiny.
boy.
It's tiny. It's tiny, dude.
My boy.
He's tiny. You'll see. Okay, so that was the bad ending. We've only done one ending so far in 24 hours of streaming.
Oh my god!
Don't wake people up. There's somebody in the next room. Alright, yeah, me too. Me too. It's real good. Alright. It's really good, isn't it? Okay. Let's get the instant death ending.
Intervene.
Yep, that's the one. Doodlez was like, let's get the instant death and pick this one, and it was the right one. Oh, I misclicked. Intervene. Okay, that was the instant death ending, everyone. I had skip on. I got the shit beat out of me apparently. That's fine. What smells like a
Hand sanitizer?
Oh, that was me.
Oh, what did you just dump it all over yourself?
No, I put it on my hands.
Oh, okay.
It's peach bellini.
Oh.
I'm about
Okay.
to eat food.
Alright. Wait, where'd you guys go?
Wawa.
Damn it. I'm sorry, Doodlez. We could have gone to Wawa.
It's alright.
Did you like your egg sandwich?
Yeah, it was okay.
We went to 7.
Why didn't you guys tell me about Wawa?
I didn't know what Wawa was until today.
Okay. Whoa. Wawa is great.
Never been.
It's a convenience store where you can also get sandwiches, and it's very good.
Okay. Let's try that again.
Someone followed you.
Yes, I'm aware.
Okay.
Okay, intervene. Who are you kidding? You were never gonna leave her to fend for herself. It's against your religion. Your religion of reflexively and ceaselessly searching for new buddies. You aren't making excuses for it anymore. You've just decided to take what Boulder said to heart and just resign yourself to fate. Well, that isn't exactly what she said. You technically don't have to wear that right now. And now I'm back in the seat. Not that it means anything for the stream, but a lot of it was confusing and spooky. You were half convinced she was just doing it for the mysterious aesthetic. You stride confidently towards the altercation, calling out a challenge to the rogue clown. You're dead. You're so fucking dead, dude. Nobody messes with those less fortunate while you're on the case. Alright, and since it's resoundingly too long since you've had a truly ironic and hilarious twist of fate befall you, as soon as you step on the sidewalk, the Purple Blood's fist connects with your head, and your head connects with the concrete. And you died. Alright. Well, clock. How's it looking, Nox? Is it still lined up with the... You can see the stream? Oh, good, good. All that matters is if you can see this. They're technically not hearing me out of this, but I'm recording this because this is the version that's going on YouTube. Alright, so. And now it's time for the good ending. That good Morrissey ending. Here, you can have this back.
Yay.
Yay, Doodlez is back in the hot seat for anyone on YouTube
Hello.
later on in the future.
Who's mom screaming? And why?
Oh, Mr. M29. I think Mr. M29 is up past their bedtime. I think that's why.
Oh. It's not good.
Okay, mind your business.
Sleep.
They wanted to watch me stream. There's a lot of people who are like, this is my first stream, and I'm like, I'm sorry.
Downtown girls, they've been living in their downtown world.
I love the emoji thing.
What emoji thing?
The face.
Oh, is that what that is? Is that a face?
Yeah, in the chat, in the text. Is that her heart?
Oh, yeah!
Three lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like anger. You suggest that this place sure looks ripe for some serious power cleaning, because, wow, filthy.
Yeah, I guess.
What? Oh, yeah, the chat's going for it, yeah. So you guys can see that on the phone?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought I turned that off, but I guess not.
I was planning on cleaning down here anyway. The drones mostly take care of the high blood neighborhoods.
Interesting. Zebra had low blood's cleaning form, but maybe he's an exception. Yeah,
I'm
he's
not
a piece
here
of
to
shit.
explain cultural dynamics to you.
He's an exception, alright. An exceptional piece of garbage. We almost went there while you weren't here. Freaking, the MSPA guy was like, we should go to Zebra's. And Doodlez and I were like, the stream's over.
Yeah, at least not for free.
Consider mentioning that you are the main character and thus totally deserving of cultural exposition. But you doubt she'd take that well. Also, it's kind of a weird thing to say, so never mind that. You show Marcy to an alley you recognize. The one with the incinerator where Polyglot had gotten rid of her assassination disguise. Here, maybe?
Too easy.
Okay, well, what about this stretch of road where Ramel killed the dude? There's still quite a bit of purple blood splattered around.
Pretty good. But no.
Did that say blood
I don't have the
splatter?
right outfit for blood.
Did it say what?
Did that say blood splatter?
Where? In the chat, or?
No, just the text. It's wrong.
Spattered.
Okay.
I read it as splattered.
Idiot.
Nox is the...
Wow.
Wow, Nox just called me an idiot.
This is what happens when you get three of the mods in the same room.
You guys are supposed to be my chat mods. Nobody's moderating the chat except
I'm
for
looking
me.
occasionally at the chat.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Use your mind powers to ban someone?
Yes.
Okay. No, not anarchy. I'm still here, guys. I still have control over the chat. I'm the only mod.
Hey, what happens if we try to ban you in real life?
Why are you screaming?
Come back here. What happens if we try to ban you from the stream in real life? We kick you out.
I'll drive out. I'll leave. You guys get to have the stream. Do you want all these people?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I want to hear about me eating mayo.
I don't have the
tonight.
right outfit
Oh my
for
God.
blood. I already mentioned you all eating mayo, and people
Good.
were like, ew, I don't want to hear about that. I was like, yep, that's fair.
Yeah, that is fair.
Jesus, picky.
Oh, sorry. Are my personal preferences inconveniencing you?
No, but you aren't used to this shit taking so long to pop off. Usually you've made a friend by this point, or you've been killed.
You've been killed before?
Wait. So those were canon?
What are you, a per beast?
Hello, Ryan Phantom. Hello, Chixie. Oh, Chixie's on the chat.
9 lives?
In retrospect, that was also a pretty weird thing to say. You meant it as a metaphor. Sometimes your internal monologue gets out of hand and spills out into your interlocution.
Whatever, dude.
You know your hand sanitizer smells like, coughs.
Okay, cool.
It's very...
I don't know what you're smelling because that was dissipated and it smells like peaches.
That's what I'm smelling. It smells like... Yeah. You're considering...
I used it like 10 minutes ago.
I know. I still smell it. I have a very sensitive nose. That's why.
Okay.
You're considering just bringing her back to your place to clean up the mess you've made there. When you realize Marcy is no longer with you. She's gone! You turn around to find her gazing down an adjacent street in an empty lot. The space gives you a brief... I'm doing it as a joke. The space gives you a brief twinge of recognition before it fizzles away to nothing. Probably just deja vu. Oh no. Wait. Oh, this is Boulder's Bad End location. And the character just said they had a deja vu moment to being here. So that bad ending was like erased from the character's memory.
Either that or you guys are about to kill Boulder.
I mean, I knew that... At first you don't notice the person sitting on the tire pile because without her other half of her silhouette... Because her other half of her silhouette is underwhelming. Oh my god. Nox. Oh, fantastic. Hey, Normie. Oh, hi, Follicle. It's been a while. She might notice that you are a whole lot less normal than you used to be.
They're right. They're weird as hell.
Hey, you are also like 80% more confident than you used to be. You don't back down from insults. Perhaps Marcy is the one who's weird. She's the one who's so fucking into cleaning up after people. That's really strange. Hey, that's a little judgy. I don't remember the voice I did for Follicle, but I'm guessing it was something like that.
Yeah, for real.
Yeet. Oh, you must have been expecting Follicle. You okay? We ate too fast? Oh, not good. Britt has been dying. Britt's got a bad cough. Everyone F for Britt.
Yeah, okay though.
She's alright though. She's not dying.
It's just a cough. I took some cough syrup. It should be done in a minute.
Yep. Britt will be fine. No, Britt's not dying literally. Literally. No. Everyone is...
No, I'm literally dying. You guys don't know what want to know what I've been through tonight.
Well, yeah,
very
Britt had
good.
a long night.
It's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing. But
It's
I'm
a very
dying.
wonderful thing, but emotionally intense. Long story.
Everyone
That's
F...
not the
Like,
point.
100 people said F. So...
Yeah.
I'm at the picture.
You didn't... You didn't...
I gotta replace my iPhone.
Alright. You didn't want to be too mean or anything. You were just really sick of having your intelligence insulted concerning stuff you absolutely could have no way of knowing about. You wanted to make her look like an asshole, but as usual it seems to be, in fact, you are the asshole. Marcy seems to agree.
Hey, maybe go fuck yourself a little bit?
What? Why is the text so small? Very small text. You apologize. You didn't mean it. You just experienced pilot confusion. There's too many friends in one place. You're sorry. Didn't mean to insult her hobby, but she actually doesn't seem to be too into it. You're just trying to help. You know plenty of lowbloods who do all sorts of activities.
Oh, yeah? Who?
Well, Follicle, for instance. She trolls... Wait, need another word. She and her boyfriend, harass people. They seem to enjoy that. Also, there's Skaya and Chixie and Saraba. They all excel in their fields to a certain extent. Their fields, Saraba's of getting high.
Right. So how's that going for them?
Well, deflate somewhat. Chixie gets skeeved on all the time, and Skaya constantly has to defend her home and loses against thieves. Sarava literally has to gouge out their own eye and downplay their psychic power. By care, well, here you can tell Vicaire is having a great time falling off cliffs and imagining the firmament above. You might be an outlier, therefore you shouldn't be counted. While you're working through your apparent classism through navel-gazing monologue, Marsty is checking Follicle out, like really checking her out. Ooh.
Who the fuck are you?
Follicle slaps Marcy's hand away.
Keep your fronds to yourself.
Oh! Oh!
Ice!
Oh! No.
No? What do you mean, no?
She's cute.
Marcy raises her goggles up to her forehead.
You've got void rot.
No shit, troll Sherlock.
Whispering about over there.
We're talking about tonight.
Oh, I thought you were talking about this.
Yeah, no.
Marcy gives her another once-over. She looks impressed. You honestly can't blame her. If Marcy likes grimy things, well, Follicle's right up her alley. Dirt El Dorado. Selfishly, you wish you'd met Marcy back when you were more of a wreck than at the beginning of your adventure.
You're
Oh.
filthy.
What is that look, guys?
A very gay look.
Might use that for the thumbnail later.
And you have no idea what you're talking about. Also, fuck you.
Marcy touches her on the forehead slowly this time, so not to take her by surprise. Follicle resembles a nervous little bug trying to decide whether or not to scuttle away.
Did you think the dirt helped keep you insulated? It's actually the opposite of that. If you were less grimy, the energy transfer would be easier.
Right, Cooperm isn't here, which means her giant battery isn't here either.
Yeah, I sent him out for takeout. I needed a break.
Why won't she, die?
Not instantly. Does your Hustop die as soon as you unplug it?
Yes, my battery is shit.
What are you, a fucking void rot scholar? What do you know?
I know a lot of things.
You ask Marcy if she's interested in medicine, and she could go into that. Marcy rounds on you in stark irritation. This is the most emotion she's shown since you've met her. Nox, you're missing it.
Whatever you're trying to do here, stop. I'm not stupid. What do you think they'd say if I applied to be a medic off-planet? They'd laugh their asses off and hand me a saturated scrub pole. And that's if they're feeling generous. This is what I do. So let me do it.
Chastened and uncharacteristically speechless, you nod and let Marcy turn back to Follicle. You really don't want to just leave it like that, but maybe a truly friendly thing here would be less trying to improve your friend's life and just letting them live it. Diamond had told you much the same thing all those months ago. Remember the meat? That he's planning on just to keep his head down and try to stay alive. It's not uplifting, but maybe not everything has to be. Marcy gives Follicle some advice as to the best to make her body retain as much energy as possible. Follicle groans and you're pretty sure that if she had eyes she'd be rolling them. You do notice, however, that she listens. Marcy starts back down the sidewalk after that, pushing her scow tray in front of her. After a moment's hesitation you follow, half expecting for her to get mad again. Instead she just slows down so you can catch up. She's pulled her goggles back down over her eyes. You think they're probably more there for social reasons than protective ones. Sheepishly, you apologize for being a busybody back there. You're just kind of used to wanting to help people out. Kind of for selfish reasons, friendship reasons, but still.
Yeah, it's fine. No hard feelings.
You just like fixing things when they're busted, or when you busted them through your own chronic idiocy. Sometimes you've got to do what you can, but you think Marcy might understand that a little bit.
Yeah, I think I might.
A woman of few words. Sometimes it be like that.
Sometimes if you like that.
Everyone give it up for Doodlez. Thank you, Doodlez, for voicing Marcy. The only ever guest star ever. Sometimes it be like that. Alright. Thanks for playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Okay. Alright, guys. Welcome back. It's time. Hold on. I gotta put my headset back on for the people on YouTube. Sorry. Hold on. Oh no. The chair's all caught up in the microphone. Okay. There we go. Alright. It's Real Clown Hours. Are you guys ready? For Real Clown Hours at 2 a.m.? 2 a.m. is Real Clown. I'm surprised so many people are here at 2 a.m. But then again, it's probably the other side of the country. Other side of the world, I mean.
Well, it's only 11 for me.
Exactly.
Yeah, true. Clown. Okay, clown. It's 11. Yeah, people are saying they're in California and it's 11 there. Yeah, Britt is from Oregon, guys, and Britt is here for the Ninja Brian mayo eating contest extraordinaire.
All-Star Variety Luau Spectacular.
Yeah.
And also NSP concert.
Yeah. Hold on, guys. I'm getting a drink.
Okay.
Mind you.
If you just get up and leave.
Someone's in Mexico.
Let's see what's going on here.
Oh. Don't do that. Oh god. Hello.
What? Huh?
What? Huh? Oh, fuck. Now I fucked it up big time. Hey guys, I'm on the stream now. Hi, how's it going? I look garbage. Okay. Oh, there's my seltzer. Good shit. Alright.
The man in the machine.
Brah.
I'm very tired.
Yeah, well. I'm tired of life. Okay. Blue eyes. Yes. Yes. Okay. Here we go. Is everyone ready?
Jersey, that's where we are.
That's where we are, New Jersey.
Why are you up?
Why are you up?
Oh yeah, why are you up? Thick lips, yes.
I mean, sometimes I'm just staying for
Hell yeah, Hawaiian fun.
It's not that weird.
Alright, guys. Clown hours. I don't know what voice I'm gonna do.
Thick voice.
Maybe I'll just do a baby voice.
Please don't.
Kylo Ren.
Do not.
Kylo
Do
Ren.
not do the Kylo Ren
It's me,
voice.
Kylo Ren. Mommy, Kylo Ren. Having learned the
We
dangers.
saw a sign that said Bellissimo this morning.
Bellissimo corruptions.
Yeah, midnight Bellissimo. I had to explain that.
Crack open a cold one with the boys. Open up a. You don't really need to worry about it, to be honest. What does that mean?
I think they're saying mind your damn business.
Huh?
I don't know what I said.
I don't know why you said that either. Having learned the dangers of using the public thoroughfares, what do you? Oh yeah, I awakened CL. Having learned the dangers of the use of public thoroughfares, you've taken to dodging down byways and skulking in rear areas, trying to spy out individuals who look ripe for friendship while avoiding the more criminally insane denizens. They're not gonna see her. That's too. It's under. It's under the phone.
Too tiny.
Self-voicing enabled. Did I enable self-voicing?
Self-voice.
No, I didn't.
Self-voicing
You guys
disabled.
fooled me. You guys fooled me. Alright. Byways in rear areas trying to spy out individuals who look ripe for friendship while avoiding the more criminally insane denizens. Just now, you're following a winding footpath through the undergrowth and surrounding a neighborhood where local hives are spaced far apart. You came creeping along this footpath for safety. Should have known better. The undergrowth here is, like most of the other life forms on Alternia, evolved to ruthlessly purge the gene pool of the weak and the reasonable. Coiled, spring-loaded stalks with foot-long thorns flank writhing bushes, really? With razor-edged leaves which turn into crowd tentacle flora with toothed lobes oozing liquid that hiss and make smoke when touches the ground. What was that sentence? That was so much. I'm done. Stream over, guys. It's like that sometimes. Voice enabling. One sec, guys. This was written by Aisha's dad.
Oh my god.
What? Wait. No, you're joking, right? Hold on. I gotta know. Is that true? Hold on. Writers? Marsty.
Geezy?
Is that him?
Who's Geezy?
Is that Aisha's dad? She said it on a tweet.
Oh.
It's confirmed. That's Aisha's dad. And that's Aisha's, was Marsty. This is the Aisha family Friendsim stream. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Extreme caution is needed, just as it's needed in every circumstance on this planet. While your time at Alternia has gotten you accustomed to injuries, you still shrink from being impaled on sprung thorns and dissolved in acid. It's because Aisha's dad's a Homestuck nerd, that's why. You should have known that eventually you would have to come up against the local flora, so you proceed discreetly, avoiding poison fronds and trying not to step on trigger roots as Doodle's going to sleep.
Yes.
You can go back to your room if you want.
No.
Okay. But suddenly your vegetable focus is interrupted. You hear footsteps on the path, and then around the corner comes a small figure.
Yes.
BAM! It's like honking music. A child. A child. No. It's horn music. Let me crank this down a bit here. I don't want to get too overwhelmed. Clown music, though. Its face and horns are painted with smudged black and white marks. Despite its diminutive physique, it has some of the most impressive horns you've seen on any troll. Whoa!
Oh.
Then the small figure sees you too, and is startled, it jumps the foot, impaling its horns on an overhanging tree branch and sticking there, so its small legs pump helplessly in the air. Goodbye! Honk! Oh no. No, don't tell me. I think he only says honk, Britt. You beg this small person's pardon and assure him that you are fully startled as he is. You go on to explain that you are not dangerous, but that if you were, you would not want to come strife with even a small person with horns of that size. Honk? Yes, you will be happy to help him down as long as he promises not to attack you with the many-bladed weapons that are stuffed into his belt, or with the dozens of cans of inexpensive soft drink held in the bandoliers crossing his chest. Strikes you to wait as the cans of Faygo across his chest. It strikes you suddenly that a neighborly gesture like helping someone whose horns are stuck in a tree branch can scarcely fail to kindle the light of friendship. You dare to hope this will be the case now. Edging forward, you get close enough to see that around a small clown's neck is a dog tag or ID necklace. You tilt your head and crane your neck to read the writing on it. Karako... What? Wait... Franya's the jade blood with the green stripe in her hair. Lesbian. Used to date Elward. Karako Pierrot, if lost, called Branya. Piero.
That's a clown thing.
Oh, of course it is. Suddenly this all makes sense. This Karako Pierrot must have been one of Branya's reject runt wrigglers who, having grown to childhood under her tender care, has gone out into the world to seek his fortune. That would account for his small size, short legs, and small stature relative to his horns. You eagerly pull out your palm husk, happy for an excuse to pester your old friend. But we've got zero signal out here. I like how in the introduction for this guy, he just looked like a normal character, and now that we see him, he's like a tiny child. You wonder if the surrounding vegetation eats palm husk signals, just as it looks like it eats everything else. You disappointedly slip your palm husk back into your pocket. honking? There is none.
He's supposed to say, I meant like the thing.
Oh, that's because he's in the distance.
Okay. I just got really concerned because that's Pebbles.
Is it Pebbles?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You apologize for the delay, explaining that you were surprised to find that you appear to have an acquaintance in common, whom you hope will have the time to discuss it later. For now, you are ready, willing, and hopefully able to help him down. Well, I mean, Pierrot was Pierrot was the clown from Cowboy Bebop, but that's also a clown word, yeah. It's a clown word. I wish it was a Bebop thing, that'd be great. Damn it, why is this little Samsung thing in the way now? There we go. Okay. Good shit. You hope he won't be offended if you slip behind him first. It's not not that you object to bladed weapons or those who stuff dozens of them into their belts, Knife Dad, but you feel like the ones he's wearing could ruin your look if they buried in your torso, however unintentionally. You edge past the weapons, being careful also not to touch the spring thorns growing at the edge of the path, or the trigger roots. Ryan, one more. Oh, there's one more? Hold on. Knife Dad's gay daughter. See, people get this shit. What? What is that? A knife! No! Once you're behind Karako. By the way, if you want any of this art to be featured, make sure to send it to me on Twitter, because today especially, I'm not saving any of them currently. Just because it's such a pain in the ass to be streaming this. No offense, I love streaming, but it's pretty hard tonight. You grasp his horns firmly and pull, withdrawing them from the tree branch and allowing him to drop lightly to the ground. Hawk! Look at his tooth. Yeah, his little tooth. Britt, you know who had gold fangs in Homestuck Canon? One specific gold fang in Homestuck Canon? Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Don't let it be connected.
I mean, Nox, you don't get that. It was Caliborn. It was, Doc. He was the big bad guy at the end. Oh, okay. Yeah, he had a sharp gold tooth, just like that one. That might be the same tooth. Hawk! You tell him that you tell him that he's very welcome. Then there's a moment of awkward silence as you try to think of something else to say. Fortunately, your new potential friend is not as devoid of special graces as you are. Gets the conversational ball rolling himself. See, that's the thing. He does look very Gamzee. So what if this is just a young Gamzee? Huh? Explain that you are indeed a stranger in these parts. And that you don't actually fit in with any of the hemospectrum categories. Wild, right? Although not quite as strange as you used to be, you like to think. Really starting to blend in with the local color. Honk? Well, you'd rather not exhibit your blood just now. You're a couple of quarts low due to the robust conditions of life on Alternia, some of which you've recently had the honor of encountering. Honk. He's sad. Show him your blood. Give him some of your blood. It's fine. You sympathize. Slinking along these hidden parts in the Alternian woods can be tough on morale. The smell alone is enough to make a strong man weep. The vegetation looks like it was designed by Marquis de Sade. Not that he knows who Marquis de Sade is. Can't help but feel that it would be much better if he only had a skulk buddy, you continue. How wonderful it would be to travel these dusky lanes with a kindred spirit, a twin soul, fellow traveler, an intimate crony. You're such an expert on friend synonyms by now. Honk? No. You haven't met anyone like that either, but you would certainly like to. Your new potential friend is obviously thinking seriously about this issue, so you back off, give him some space. Pretend to be deeply immersed in studying one of the razor-sharp leaves on one of the writhing bushes beside the path. You aren't one to force yourself on others, or to unduly influence their friendship decisions. Hold on, guys. I don't know what that is. Okay, well, maybe you forced yourself on others in the past and tried to influence their friendship decisions. Maybe you've even done this a lot, but you've recently evolved as a person. You now know that friendship is something that has to come automatically from within. Friendship is spontaneous. Real friendship sprouts naturally from the soil of mutual respect. Not necessarily, since our character literally just goes around this planet going,
You want to be my friend? Please, friendship me. Friendship, please.
everyone, let's sing Doodles a lullaby. I wish I could show you guys Doodles right now. Dude, everyone is sitting up. Victoria's on the floor. Nox is sitting in front of the TV. You might be able to see Nox in the reflection, perhaps. And Britt's all the way back, uploading photos of the event tonight, and Doodles is asleep. Good night. Good night, sweet prince. Best friendships grow and ripen over years, and are not rushed or forced. Of course, you've only known this small person for about 5 minutes, but you have to start ripening sometime. You're reflexing... What?
I heard the horn in the back.
I know. The horn is great, isn't it?
Reflexively, that's a bad thing.
You're reflecting thus on the theme of friendship when allowed... You're reflecting thus on the theme of friendship when allowed... Would any of you like to try at that? That's pretty good.
I mean, I could probably give it some kind of
No, don't hurt yourself, please. Pours suddenly from the sky above you. It's a crackling, sizzling sound like a chitinous thing with too many legs struggling in a hot frying pan. I don't know why that reminded me, Britt, but good place. It's out on Hulu, so yeah, we gotta. Well, tomorrow. Yeah.
We gotta go after like 3.
3?
That's one, or 11.
It's 11.
11 is chicken.
No, then you come hang out with me, Ryan. It's whatever you want to do, man. Karaku jumps so violently that he nearly gets his horn stuck in the tree again. What? Doodles is always cold. Get the fucking blanket and cover my poor friend Doodles. Brittany! Show some respect. Show some respect to your elders, Britt. We're gonna have to put Doodles in a nursing home soon. It's best say your goodbyes, everyone.
He's already in work. Already in work.
I know. What is that?
Oh no! It's like bread.
Oh yeah, no, that was part of my meal last night. Victoria? Oh, okay. Oh no, Doodles passed away. Doodles is dead, everyone. I'm sorry that this stream is taking so long. Karaka jumps so violently that he nearly gets his horn stuck in the tree again. Looking up, you see a floating metal object, vaguely troll-shaped, but huge, faceless, metal, and with numerous sets of lightning bolt-shaped horns coming out of its head and neck. It's also not very sparkling conversationalist. It remarks in a flat, echoing blare. It elaborates further. Honk! What are we picking, guys? Okay. Alright. Leap. Oh! You leap to your proto-friend's aid. Thinking quickly, you push Karako against a large rock that juts out of the undergrowth nearby and jump in front of him, shielding him from the drone with your body. I just realized we haven't actually gotten the instant death ending yet. That's how slow we've gone. This is probably the instant death ending. You then pretend to be leaning against the rock in an attitude of a tranquil repose. Several of the bladed weapons on Karako's belt poke you in the ass, but you don't let this show on your face. Instead, you yawn elaborately and check your wristwatch. You don't have a wristwatch. You think the drones know what a wristwatch is anyway. You pretend to smoke a non-existent cigarette. Again, you're not giving anything away. because the drone's not want cigarettes on you. But the drone has apparently taken an interest in you. It floats down between the trees and undergrowth and hovers above the path several meters from where you are, pretending to relax against a rock after a long day of hiking through scenic shit-smell forest. It's quite a terrifying sight, actually. The drone observes soullessly. This is very, word-heavy. So many characters, so many diverse characters speaking. Making Karako jump so that several of your internal organs are threatened. However, you maintain what you believe the local populace would call a stiff upper whistle pillow. Yes, there is. The drone's blank metal head studies you, or it could be studying something in the opposite direction, or even taking the drone equivalent of a piss. You can't even really tell from its expression, because it has no features to make expressions with. Examination of non-examination continues for some time. Cronus kins me. Why is it so small? But your diminutive potential friend is well hidden from view, and after a while, evidently concluding that you are an inanimate object and makes accountable gestures with its wrists and fingers, the drone floats upward again, gaining speed until, with a dreary it whizzes off somewhere to find another hapless, non-standard citizen to euthanize. I gotta say, Aisha, when you're watching this later, because I know you will be, if it's true that your dad wrote this, holy shit. Your dad knows a lot of fancy, technical, big words, and it's very good. When it's gone, you stand away. He's a wordsmith, is what I would call him. When it's gone, you stand away from the rock and rub several sore places that have been pierced by bladed weapons. You turn to Karako to comment on the recent fervor, but stop when you see the look he is directing at you. A warm, admiring look, an affectionate, esteeming look, a look of friendship. Brett's looking at me like, good boy. Good boy. Your first impulse is to throw your arms around him and lean in, but on second thought, remembering his pants arsenal, you put your hand in for a very warm handshake. Victory is so close. But before you could seal the deal on this sweet friendship transaction, you hear a disturbance further down the path. God, can't the narrative chill for one fucking moment? That's not what it says. Especially a moment when you think you're about to consummate a beautiful friendship. You turn to look. The footsteps, several sets of them, get nearer, and around the bend comes three figures. Three figures wearing swimming outfits, lots of gold jewelry, and insouciant expressions. Three figures with gills on their necks and small. We haven't seen any sea dwellers yet. Have we seen any sea dwellers in this entire fucking game? Jesus Christ. Yeah, none of our friends are sea dwellers, at least. Jesus. Alright. Yeah, plenty have been killed and have been killers, but... Yeah, dead Violet, that's true. Man, we didn't get any as friends, at least not yet. We don't actually know that. One of them might be hiding fins underneath some sort of hat of some sort. We just don't know. Alright, Gills. Oh man, is it possible that you finally happened upon a group of legendary sea dwellers? They stop short when they see you in Karako, obviously startled. They study you. You study them. Hat? What hat? Good point. I don't know. Hat. Marvis. Marvis has a hat. But he's a clown boy. Yeah. That's true. That's true. That's true. Then Finhead Interloper 1, in a one-piece and diamond earrings, whispers to her companions, and all three burst out laughing. Finhead Interloper 2, in a violet wetsuit and rings, slaps her thigh, and Finhead Interloper 3, in checkered swimming trunks, holds her sides. Part of you is relieved. Laughter drives out the devil is the best. Laughter drives out the devil is the best medicine, and in any event is better than homicidal mania. Clownfish. Thank you, Not Werewolf. It's very good. On the other hand, this laughter isn't friendly. It's cold, mocking, and supercilious. These
Supercilious.
supercilious. These sea dwellers are obviously laughing at you, not with you.
Ooh.
Oh, it's idle jabbering. Oh, okay. I see. I haven't been watching the chat very good. Ooh, angry!
Yeah,
You notice the Karako's cheeks flushing purple under his face paint, his jaws clenching. However, he just stares with stony dignity at the interlopers. This just makes them laugh harder. First sea dweller says, "What are you supposed to be?" "Shrimp Cassidy and the Squamous Kid," says her second companion. "A cold-baked minnow and his mutated soft-shell crab." Oh god, it's just Master Miller again. God damn it. It says her third. "Looks like the minnow maul went down on the clown, causing it to spurt out another one." Sea Dweller's laughter is redoubled. You continued expressionless at these insults, but to your dismay, Karako's face is taking on a harsh, glowering look. You guess that such a tiny dude has probably been victimized by bullies his whole life. And as you happen to know, there are no bullies like Alternian bullies.
Honk.
You tell them to talk all the shit they want. Don't let them provoke him. They're trying to get him to do something stupid. If he doesn't react, they'll get bored and go away.
Honk.
Oh, remember that drone? It's probably still around here somewhere. Touch a scale on their heads, and you could be rendered into mother grub feedstock. I just realized. You thought that was the instant death ending. Doodles did the same thing. And we got the not distant. It's so hard. They fool you. Hey, bottom feeders. No whispering when you're in the presence of your bathers. And you, little fish puns. Fish puns. Where's Mina? And you, little buoy. Put a respectful expression on your recognition surface. Recognition surface? It's called face! Be more like your friend, the slender manatee over there. In fact, why is it you two are still perpendicular? In the presence of sea dwellers, you should have bowed at right anglers. The first sea dweller seems to have an affinity for cheesy ocean puns. Is this Mina? Did we just encounter Mina? You bow to the sea dwellers. You have your dignity, but you also not like getting killed. Mina-kin. Oh, didn't even see that. Karako remains stubbornly upright, his face getting angrier and purpler by the minute. The bladed weapons in his belt jingle from his enraged trembling. Oh, see the little clownfish? He's getting angry. Looks like he's gonna shit his pants. What did I tell you about your face, boy? Didn't the Lucis teach you anything? Didn't your Lucis teach you anything? That even has a Lucis. A self-respecting Lucis would never let a shrimp like that out of the hive. Unless his Lucis is just as defective. Oh boy. Oh shit. I mean, the Lucis cracks are too much for Karako. Ignoring your hissed warnings, he suddenly leaps snarling into the air, draws bladed weapons from his belt in each hand, and hurtles towards these sea dwellers. Oh, they're moving. Text is moving. Honk, honk! A knife! No! What am I going with? Second one? Leap into the fray? Alrighty. You leap into the fray to lend comfort and support. You could have counseled Karako to turn the other cheek and keep turning cheek after cheek until the sea dwellers got fed up and went away. But now that things have hotted up, you're not about to let down the side. Karako crashes into the sea dwellers, his bladed weapons whirling like a blender. You scamper close behind him and kicks someone in the shin. It hurts your foot, but doesn't seem to have any other effects. These sea dwellers are made of tough stuff, but you're extremely flimsy. It's that one. Signs have recently pointed to the latter. Your next sortie. Listen, I'm not good at words. It's more effective, however. Thinking quickly, you pick up a rock and throw it at the trigger root of the spring thorn growing along the path next to where the violet bloods are enduring Hurricane Clown. The coiled stalk springs out, impaling the dude with a dozen foot-long thorns. He's thrown off balance, and violet blood begins to flow copiously down his body. That's a hue you haven't seen before. Kind of pretty. But these sea dwellers are made of tough stuff. He yanks the spring thorn stalk away from him, pulling the thorns out. He flings it into the woods. Then he takes out a pocket handkerchief and starts patting his injuries. Injuries. I combined gently and injuries into injuries. Meanwhile, Karako's bladed weapons have not been idle. And the other two sea dwellers are likewise leaking violet blood. But these bastards are hard to kill. You remember Polypa telling you that. As you watch, one of them grabs one of the bladed weapons from Karako's hand and buries it into Karako's stomach. No. 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 This, unsurprisingly, is distracting for a poor little clown, allowing two of the finny sons of bitches to grab handfuls of bladed weapons from his belt and bury them in various parts of his body. No! Dance around delivering harmless kicks and curses. No! Karako's still waving his weapons, but he seems to be waving them more slowly now. Then, as more bladed weapons are buried into his body, he seems to lose focus. The weapons he's been brandishing fall from his hands. No! Finally, he falls to the ground in the center of a spreading pool of purple blood, twitches feebly for a minute, and then is still. Just like Boulder, all over again. You stare in disbelief at the corpse of one who, if he had been spared just a short while longer, would have been your friend. One despised and rejected, a clown of suffering, familiar with pain. Why couldn't it have been Zebra? They had flogged him and mocked him and spit on him, then killed him. You struggled to come to terms with this. While you're doing that, one of the remaining sea dwellers grabs you by the hair and suplexes you onto the ground. Your head snaps back and pain explodes behind your eyes. You're left lying on your back, trying to stay conscious, which is why you have a good view of what happens next. Oh. In the dark sky above you, something opens, something even darker than the sky, a hole, like a cave in the clouds. It widens. Is this the haunted carousel, Nancy Drew? Anyone? Funny joke? We found it. We found the missing horse. It widens until you can see that in the cave carousel with wooden horses mounted on brass posts rotates. The horses plunging up and down in time with carnival music played by a mechanical organ. The Dark Carnival. Oh my god. Well, everyone's saying Dark Carnival because... I know, everyone's saying Dark Carnival because that is the name of the place that the ICP... The place in... I don't know how to break this to you. But that Left 4 Dead was based on ICP. Right? Riding the horses are naked store window mannequins. The legs sling awkwardly over the horses' backs, their stiff arms down by their sides in whatever pose they were created, their horns huge and widely shaped. Homestuck. Is this Wonderland Adventure Zone? In the darkness above the carousel, other naked mannequins with plastic wings tied to their backs are supported on wires. Above these, in turn, a net of white Christmas tree lights twinkle against the roof of dark cave circus tent or whatever it is, throwing their dim starlight illumination down on the rotating carousel. As you watch, two of the winged mannequins break loose from their wires.
We might go after this room, or this ending.
Okay. Okay. You guys are fools. Fools. Dark region into the night sky and dimension Alternia occupies. That's fine. You can all leave me.
You're also during your day right now.
Yeah, everyone's abandoning me tomorrow. I have a whole nother day in this hellhole. No offense to anyone who lives in New Jersey. They maneuver until the stiff hands and the ends of their stiff arms are underneath Karako. Then they lift him up into the sky and into the Dark Carnival. You hear a last faint, reviving honk as they set him on one of the wooden horses, and then the hole into the sky closes, and there is nothing but the night sky above you. All is silent and still again. An odd feeling comes over you. Just don't think you felt such a feeling, just the reality of how utterly insignificant you are. Sure, you've spent the last few months wandering with no desire but the desire for connection, and you are in a way a being unique in this galaxy, but honestly, what does that even mean? You flit in and out of people's lives. They're there 1 minute, gone the next, always moving from friend to friend. You are, for all intents and purposes, a virtual non-entity, a bland point of view vector, a neutral second-person narrator, barely coming into the picture. Retiring it. This is like Star Trek: The Next Generation shit. This is like something Data would say, or Picard. A retiring entity expressing only one simple, one-dimensional desire for friendship. But just about now, you feel that things have gone pretty far. And just about now, you feel that you've had about enough. Enough of arrogant high bloods. Enough, in fact, of short wavelength hemotypes carelessly and without compunction. Killing them, maiming the exploiting those. This is still going. This is still going. This is still going. Play simple and clean. Maiming the exploits of longer wavelength survival of the fittest regimen that seems to come down as survival of most violent psychopaths. Is this a moral universe or is it not, you ask yourself? Are repulsive cruelty and sickening evil punished in this universe or are they not? Does an ethical force operate in this universe or does it not? You don't know the answer to these questions, but you do know one thing. You intend to depart once you're one-dimensional. You intend to depart for once from your one-dimensional persona. You intend to punish repulsive cruelty and sickening evil if it comes within your ability to do so. You intend to create an ethical force field in your local region. You intend to exert some more... This is so much. Exert some moral gravity right around where you are, and if you possibly can. And you realize that this odd feeling you're having seems to be drawing moral Higgs bosons out of the moral ground state and right out of the fabric of this multicolored blood-soaked planet that heaves under your feet. What is this happening? You take on the aspect of clown stalker. What? What is happening? What? You guys can go if you want. It's gonna take forever. I don't either. Seizing 2 cans of inexpensive soft drink from where they fell and from Caraco's bandoliers, you shake them and pull the pins. Then, with malice aforethought, you direct twin streams at the sea dwellers. You smell banana and strawberry as the deadly streams play upon them. Already weakened, they fall back with cries with the withering onslaught. As soon as the streams slacken, you take up 2 more cans, shake them, and deal out death to the unrighteous. You smell peach and diet root beer this time. How do you know it's diet? But no pity softens your heart. You wouldn't care, even if it were pineapple watermelon you were spraying on these brutes. Pineapple watermelon sounds pretty good. But these fin heads are made of tough stuff. Rallying even in the face of this intense onslaught, they push forward and seizing some bladed weapons from the purple blood pool, advance upon you. It's so long.
Why did I choose a long one?
This is hilarious. I'm really glad that you guys already made this agreement that you can't leave until this is over.
At this point,
What, the end of fucking...
it's getting back at me.
Yeah. It is. Yes, it's revenge? Karma. Yeah. Now one step back. You vow to the memory of Caraco Pirot. Stand your ground in desperation, grabbing some cans of diet tonic water and club soda and opening your batteries once again, but to no avail. Don't worry, this will be done soon. I'll hurry up. A trident pierces you to the bone, followed by a scimitar, a tomahawk, and a short spear, and so many other bladed weapons that the sheer weight of them drives you to the ground, where your red, precious blood flows in moderate streams, mixing with the purple blood of your proto-friend. This is the end, you realize. But you are glad you died in righteous battle. You are glad you created even the tiny, sputtering, temporary moral force field in your local region that you did. You can feel your life, narrative point of view slipping away, but you're content. This is really funny. Wait, you're not leaving yet? Oh, not everyone else is ready? Okay. Yeah, what's that you see above you now? A dark space has opened up, even darker than the night of sky. and two stiff-looking winged figures are descending. I'm going to Clown Heaven, guys. The Dark Carnival. They land next to you and gently place their stiff hands under you. Then they ascend once again, lifting you higher and higher into the darker space. It's so tiny. As you pass the boundary of Heavenly Carnival, your life seems to revive within you. And as the fabric of the place closes around you and the new two stiff mannequins place you on a carousel horse next to Karako, you realize that planets, universes, dimensions, realities, powers, principalities, the cosmos come and go, but friendship is forever. It's over.
Great.
Shh. Friendship.
What the fuck? Aisha's dad.
Aisha's dad.
Why?
Aisha's dad. Aisha's dad.
Write a novel.
Holy shit, dude. That was crazy. That was like hussy level there. Wow. That was good. Alright. Are you guys gonna leave?
Let me get this last one and then I'm good.
Alright. Then we'll do the quick ending then. Hope maybe it's a quick ending. I guess we'll see, huh? This is a long one. Alright. Look at all these friends that we've made along the way.
Yeah, all of these friends.
Jump. Alright. Run a drone. Every time. And why does that keep happening to me now?
Because
I know it's hard to keep track of whether or not I've clicked skip. You keep doing that.
at the options.
Sometimes
Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
it does.
It's
It's skipping, yeah.
and outside.
Okay. Run a drone. You run in wild panic. It's a drone. Even the Alternian badasses you've hung out with have been terrified of the drones. Up close, it's one of the most terrifying things you've ever seen. It's making noises, which you didn't know they even did, which is probably means something sinister. You race at top speed down the twisting path, focusing your senses to their breaking point to avoid trigger roots, razor leaves, and acid pods. At first you hear the pattering of small feet running behind you, but as you redouble your speed, the pattering falls back and after a while it's lost in the distance. You sprint for what seems a lifetime before you finally catch your foot on a trigger root and go flying through the air, barely missing being sliced into 100 pieces of tumbling ham by the barbed spring vine that lashes across the path, only inches behind you. You land in the dirt, wind knocked out of you, but otherwise unhurt. How much you want to bet Clownboy's dead again? You lie there catching your breath and waiting, but nothing happens. No enormous metal monster whizzes down the path to impale you. No small clown-faced individual overtakes you on his short legs. Finally, after enough happens, you pick yourself up and dust yourself off. You're alone in the path, and no sound of either friend or potential friend or foe can be heard. No birds sing. The birds sing. What's the flowers are shining, sun's shining, the birds singing. Days like you. Something, fingers in your ass. Alright. Let's. Oh, yeah, right. Shit. Sunday is fingers in your ass. Damn it. Which is probably good. You mentioned that any birds native to this forest should probably sing by cracking up putrid sludge, and that sludge would be poisonous or radioactive. In days like you. But leaving aside the character of the loyal fauna, what should you do? Keep on down the path, putting more distance between yourself and the drone? Should you go back and see if Karako is okay? You waffle for a while, then decide to go back. Sneak back along the path. You sneak a long, long way, but however far you go, there are no signs of either Karako or the drone. You don't know whether the drone picked Karako up and took him away, or disemboweled him and scattered him into fragments, or whether Karako left to the undergrowth and hid or escaped, or what. One way or another, you're all alone again on this path through the shit-smell forest. Ah, sad. Alright, now are you leaving? Okay, Fritz says yes. Alright, everyone say goodbye to my guests. Victoria, Knox, Brett, and Doodles.
I'm staying.
You're staying? Okay. Okay. Until the end?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Well, you don't have that much more to go.
That's true. Alright. That's fair. Buy Ryan's hostages.
Yeah,
Yeah. I asked you if you wanted to come and fucking hang out, and they were like, yeah, absolutely. I can't wait. And now they're going to fucking sleep because they're babies.
Good night, chat.
Good night, guys. I had eaten mayo.
Yep.
Yeah, Britt had to eat mayo. We're not going to get into that. Okay. All right. Well, one more. Why are you staying here? You were just almost asleep.
Feel free to check the rest of my sandwich.
Okay.
I want to see the good ending.
Okay. It'll be on YouTube. You can watch it tomorrow when you're awake.
No.
Okay. Where's your sandwich, Britt? Okay. I'm probably gonna wait. There's garbage over by the door.
I had a cookie too. I forgot about that.
There's garbage by the door, Britt. Just throw it in
Here,
the
you
garbage.
can have that.
Who? Oh, Doodles, apparently. No, it's fine. I have marble cake. All right, guys. No, it was just mayo. People were asking if it was mayo and ketchup.
No, it was. I got blindfolded and spoon-fed a spoonful of mayo.
Yeah, it was the whole thing. Ninja Brian was like, "All right, people come up to the stage. I have a PhD.
Yeah, that people don't
Here's
know
some
what
fucking
PhD
mayonnaise."
is,
And then,
that-
oh, they all
I'm
know.
mad.
They all know who
At
ninjas.
this point,
That's
anybody
good.
They,
in
no, they
Brian's
don't.
chat.
I don't care whether they know it
I
or not.
talk too much about it.
All right,
I'm just saying it slightly makes more sense in context.
I have a PhD. Eat mayo.
Well, my streams, yeah.
You might skip again. Oh, thank you for catching that. Jesus Christ, the skip is on. Everyone's saying the skip is on. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I diagnosed you with mayo.
Okay, I'm leaving.
Grab him by the coattails and try to keep him from perpetrating the disaster. Okay, everyone's leaving. Goodbye. Well, Doodles isn't. Doodles is still here. Right, Doodles? Doodles is eating a cookie and just gave me a thumbs up. So you coming over for Halloween Town tomorrow morning? It does. I mean, you can be checked out when we do it. Yeah. Okay. Goodbye. All right, Doodles. You ready to see this clown boy die? No, he'll live. He has to. No speed run. Sad face. Alright. You leap forward and grab Karako by the coattails or by his belt. You aren't actually sure what a coattail is. Jesus, he's strong. You can barely hold him. It's like trying to restrain a small truck. It's like... Somebody draw Karako as a truck. No, don't. His legs rotate. Do not draw Karako as a truck, please. His legs rotate wildly, kicking up a cloud of dust, and he brandishes his bladed weapon wildly in the direction of the sea dwellers. Karako. Like a car. Doodles is like dead.
No, that was the best.
Oh, okay. Trucko. Someone said truck. After a startled moment in which they jump backward, the sea dwellers have started to laugh again, coming up with more stupid insults and fish puns. This is not helping. Karaka runs twice as hard, honks twice as loud, and shakes his weapon twice as threateningly. Hey, hey, you shout at Karako, trying to be heard above the fracas, holding on with all your might and digging in your heels. You have half a mind to just let him go, to pay the sea dwellers back for their insults, but you have to try to keep a cool head. You're doing your proto-friend much more good trying to restrain his wrath. You've now succeeded in wrapping your arms all the way around him, and now you get in front of him, holding back with straight arms, bellowing soothingly into his face and trying to avoid the bladed weapons he is brandishing. It's not working. You can see from the contorted features, the bared teeth, the distended nostrils with smoke coming out, the blazing eyes that Karako is getting more and more enraged. And suddenly his rage seems to reach a kindling point. His body vibrates violently. His eyes grow huge and round. And suddenly, from his body, something like a nuclear blast pressure wave of fear and violence sends you flying through the air like a scrap of paper in the gale. What the fuck? Are you hallucinating? You can see as you soar up above the path that the sea dwellers aren't laughing anymore. In fact, they're screaming in terror and fleeing wildly, blundering in razor leaves, being impaled by spring thorns and burned by pod acid, and generally receiving the stern retribution that awaits assholes. Then your head collides with a tree branch, and you are rendered unable to narrate for a while. That's fine. Okay. So, Doodles, how are you? Doing alright? Oh, wait, is it a good cookie? Yeah, my marble cake. I gotta remember to eat that. I left it around here somewhere, but now it is gone forever. I will find it later. Oh, it's over by me. It's over there. I'll eat it later. Alright. You wake up lying in the dust. As consciousness returns, you realize that you're lying on the path, and it returns further that a small clown-painted figure is seated next to you. Quite calm now, he smiles fondly as he sees you sit up. Hawk! Smile in return, your expressed relief that he realizes you are acting in his best interest, holding him back from the fish heads. And now, due largely because of his unexpected burst of clown sorcery, or whatever that was, everything has turned out for the best. Karako holds up his arms for a hug, but then remembering the bladed weapons in his belt, sticks out a hand and you shake it warmly. Ah. Oh, that was it? That was shorter than the bad ending was like 5 times as long. Oh my god, look at that adorableness. That's adorable. Oh my god. That was some good shit. Alright, guys. Thank you for watching the stream. Thank you for watching the stream. Doodles? 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 I just realized we can be on webcam now. Oh. Oh. Hold on. Doodles? Yes. This is the worst handshake ever. Yes. Good work. Good work.
Wait, no.
Dylan! You son of a bitch. Alright. Oh yeah, you like the outfits? Yeah, we wore these for the Hurley's over there, but yeah, we wore these for the luau. I'll be posting pictures and stuff to Tumblr and Twitter if you guys are interested in seeing stuff from the luau. But otherwise, thank you for watching. The real version of this will be up on YouTube soon, hopefully in like an hour. So, make sure to look out for that. Alright, I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna go and eat marble cake now. Goodbye.